let's say we're catching waves or bumps in the ocean or catching waves on my shortboard, my stroke would be more of a tight, flat, top arm punch stroke. Boom, boom.
And your bottom arm would kind of stay in the same spot. It wouldn't really move.
Well, you can
like
see it moves a little bit, but it pretty much stays the same. The Tahitians, I don't know if it's, we used to call it pine. We used it was from the Tahitians used to do the stroke, the pine stroke, where they just wind it up. Bang, bang, bang. Call it like spinning the ball, you know. We talked earlier about, you know, spinning the ball in your hand. So that's that short bang stroke like that. And then, so you're chasing a wave, it's boom, 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 you got the wave, then it's back to a boom.
What are the variations of this stroke? Because it's, so we got the basics, right? Your bottom arm is the kind of the fulcrum point, right?
Yeah.
And then the top arm is
your driving force.
So how much of your force is pushed? Are you pushing with the top arm, like 70%?
Punching, pushing off the wall, boom. A lot of force right off with that.
So will your triceps start fatiguing on that?
Yeah, you'll feel it in the triceps. You'll get, you know, that's where you'll feel in the triceps. You're not putting so much force on that shoulder. You know, when you got this top hand arm straight, like you see all these guys doing with the arm thing like this. For one, look where I hit the water. And the other one is your shoulder. You know, you're rotating the rotator cuff up here. Look how much it's got to go, as opposed to if it's all right in here, the shoulder doesn't really engage that much when you think about it. You brought that up, you know, it's kind of like it's all right in here.
So it's actually your tricep should be more sore than your bicep.
Yeah.
So it's really, you actually should be more sore in your tricep and chest than you are in your lats and biceps, or what?
You're gonna be sore in your quad and your tricep. Where you're gonna feel it. You see what happens is when I drive off of this tricep here, I'm actually pushing off of this alternate quad on this side. See, you see my knee? See my knee, how it releases and pushes? You know, I'm driving, I drive off this foot. It's always the opposite. No, on this side, I'm driving off the other foot.
Yes, let's simulate a downwind run without you needing to move. So you're on a downwinder, you're catching bumps. What's kind of going through your mind, and how are you changing up your stroke?
Going through my mind is being smooth, being really, really smooth. Trying to keep the board from rocking side to side and really being smooth. So my stroke is very smooth and precise without trying to put a lot of body or a lot of rock into the whole thing.
So it's shorter stroke though?
Shorter, quicker.
Like from where to where then? Oh, just right there.
Previous stroke that I'd use pretty much the whole time. And these are the same strokes you use on your shortboard too, you know? It's just that on a shortboard, I'm using a shorter blade, right? And that's one of the reasons why it's so important your blade length is proper. Because if you're trying to drive off the top hand and your blade's too long, you're way up here, right? You're trying to get so that your blade is in the water and your hand is driving right off of the chin. See that? The blade's a little short, so you can see because it's a Mortise. I'm about 4 inches or 3 inches too long, but it's right off of your chin. Boom.
You're pushing hard. You're pushing hard, long strokes to get on the bump. Are you still tap, tap, tap short strokes when you're on it, or no?
No, I usually stop paddling sometimes.
You just stop, okay. Okay. Let's see this again. So what we're looking for here is I want to see what his stroke looks like. When is he going to paddle? Give us that long, hard stroke. When is he going to go to that kind of short, quick, pop, pop, pop kind of strokes? That's what I'm trying to see. Because he actually doesn't have any wind. we always see different strokes, and someone will say, okay, take this deeper stroke, start farther forward, but it's only per specific situation, right?
Yeah, the main thing that you got to remember when you're racing or even catching waves is that you're trying to keep the ball spinning. And the minute you start throwing too much body into the stroke, or you see what happens when I break my bottom arm. If I break my bottom arm, I have to throw the body down into it. And if I throw the body down into it, you compress the hull. We're trying to keep it really quiet. We're a planing hull. The stand-up boards are planing hulls. Okay, so we're trying to get up on plane. They're not displacement hulls like a canoe. A canoe is round and displacement. So when you take a big cranking depth charge stroke on a displacement hull, the hull will pop right back up. But on a planing hull, what happens is you compress it, you make more wetted surface, and you actually slow the board down. So what we're trying to do is get it up on plane and just keep planing. And the way you do that is a quiet body and lots of clean power. So